And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
Number 22.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The 27-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's good.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away when they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
4-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8.
Now Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready, ready. 10 over. X3. 218, jump. Bam. Shot. Watch the whip.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Leonard Fournette, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
23-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
Look at me. Go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Jaguars.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
21. Titans 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And down he'll go at the 25.
Complete to Derrick Henry.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
To number 12,
D.D. Westbrook. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Josh Lambo to kick off for
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
brings up.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The tackle made by Caleb on Chason.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Henry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To the air again, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Fournette. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to fight.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
7-yard line.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring, this for all the ones.